What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And today I got a special video. This video has been a long overdue work that I've been waiting on for quite some time. Since I started this channel, I've covered wrestling, I've covered some other cool stuff. I talked about games. I showed off some of this other great stuff. So finally, this has been a long overdue. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to give you guys my favorite movies. And of course, here's the thing. I've seen so many movies over the years, and it's hard to make a good list. And of course, everyone's got their favorite list, favorite movie and whatnot. So yeah, it was really hard for me to narrow it down to a certain amount. But here's the thing: if I could pick 100 movies I've seen in my entire life and say if I loved them or didn't like them, I'd be. It's just a real big challenge. So after many times, so I've decided to finally narrow it down to 30. Yeah, so it's gonna be a three-part. It's gonna be the first of three-part. These are my all-time favorite movies. There will be some honorable mentions, ones that just about made the cut, but didn't really. But yeah, but I'm gonna save that for another video for another day. Today I'm gonna focus on this is part one. So yeah, 30 movies spanning so many different genres. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to dive right in, okay, and give you guys mine, okay? So, but then I want to hear yours, okay? Once this is all done, okay? Yeah, because here's the thing. People's lists change over the years. Oh, here's my favorite movie. But no, it's only my favorite movie. Here's now my all-time favorite movie. It changes. So here, this is it. My finalized list. This is it, set in stone, okay? So kicking off my list at the number 30 spot is this classic from 1952. This is House of Wax, starring Vincent Price. And I just fell in love with this. This movie kind of made me fall in love with Vincent Price. And he's one of my favorite actors. If you haven't known, I probably covered a video, in fact, a marathon on his work before. So if you want to know more about this movie, go find that on my channel. But it's real fun. It's a great cornerstone of let's say Vincent's life, but also cinema in general. It just came out at a really good time. It was how do I say it? Let's see. It's hard to describe, but I heard so many stories saying that, wow, this was a really innovative movie, a very clever story. It's really not much else I can say, but it has a great cast. Charles Bronson is in it. Carolyn Jones is in it. Phyllis Kirk. So many good names. Who's who at that time. So yeah, I'd say definitely find this one. I definitely recommend this over the remakes. It's well worth it. If you want to learn more about Vincent Price, he is such a good actor. He's such a great, iconic man in his own right. And of course, I don't know if you guys can see it. Check that out. Yes, it's actually signed by Victoria, his own daughter. It's great. And so thank you, Victoria. Coming in at number 29, it's this old gem, Bayonetta Bloody Fate. Oh, yes. So I have a soft spot for Bayonetta. So, yeah, I know it's a big guilty pleasure of mine. Also, of course, I heard some gamers are kind of ashamed to play it. Yeah, I get it. But still, I love the whole story, and I love the character because this character was essentially created by the same guy that made Devil May Cry, so she kind of fits into the whole universe. I love that. I love Devil May Cry, and I can't wait for the 5th game to come out. So yay! But anyway, what can I say about the anime? I thought it was a very good, faithful adaptation of the first game. It was really, really good. The animation looked absolutely amazing, and in fact, it's the same studio that gave you Afro Samurai. So you get your money's worth. It really works. My only gripe about this is I really wish that they could have incorporated more music from the soundtrack into this, because I only recognized like a few of them. And I'm like, oh, sweet. And it kind of made me marked out a little bit. It's just really good. Voice acting is just top. Really enjoyed it. Definitely a guilty pleasure of mine. Not just viewing, but a bit of a game as well. So if you have not seen it, go find it. It's available on Funimation, also on Crunchyroll. So definitely go check that out. All right. Coming in at number 28, it's Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, why not? If I'm still gonna talk about a little bit of horror or something like that, you gotta think Night of the Living Dead. And to me, it's the quintessential zombie flick. So yeah, it's just real fun. I don't have I have an actual physical copy, but it is featured on this little gem that you probably see me showing this more times than ever on this goddamn channel. This is like my favorite thing of my entire movie collection. Yeah, believe it or not, it's on here. So if you can find this from Mill Creek Entertainment, definitely get your hands on it. It's definitely worth it for all these good movies. And you got Night of the Living Dead. It's practically awesome. I love the whole ordeal. I love the story, the setting. I actually met Judith O'Day at a horror convention once. I told her that I tried to make this a movie a tradition to watch at least on Halloween or like the day before Halloween, and, you know, to kind of get yourself in the horror mood. You're like, oh God, what that would happen. I really like that. Plus, I also like how George Romero like completely broke the stereotype for the hero. It's like, you know, the character, you know, I forget the guy's name, but Greg Jones is the actor's name. He was essentially on Minorities, but he kind of made him, you know, be the hero of the movie because he wanted to break the stereotype. Oh, usually the minorities get killed first. No, he takes his role and runs with it. He's the hero, and he just does a great job in this movie. And yeah, and I really like the fact that on a short, limited budget, George Romero and his crew really brought something to life here with this great movie. Like, you know, I would say the best zombie movie. Without this movie, there would be no Walking Dead. There would be no Dawn of the Dead. There would be nothing. Okay, so kudos to George Romero. I know he's no longer with us. So, yeah, a quintessential thing. I love it. Good stuff all around. Coming in, hold on a sec. I got my little cheat list here. Give me a sec. Coming in at number 27, it's Baseballs. Oh yeah, this movie made me fall in love with Mel Brooks. I just absolutely love Mel Brooks. He makes me laugh every time. You know his stuff can be borderline racist or anti-Semitic kind of thing. But hey, this one just took, parodies Star Wars and to it perfectly. In my best opinion, the best Star Wars parody out there. And if you've not seen Spaceballs, where the hell have you been living? You don't know jack about comedy unless you've seen a Mel Brooks film, especially Spaceballs. There's so many good quotable lines in this. I could probably write a whole book about it, but I just really love it. John Candy is in it. That's another reason why I like it, because he's one of my favorite comedians. So, yeah, even though he plays a minor character, but I like it. Let's see, the Royal Highness's matched luggage. Funny, but she doesn't look Jewish. Seriously, I could write a whole book about all these different quotes that he said. It's just perfect, and it just really works. The visuals are just great. It's like, the movie just goes as far as to mock itself. I like that. So, yeah, enough said about Spaceballs. Why the heck not? Coming in at number 26, it's Bride of Frankenstein. Yes, another classic. Once again, back to horror. Well, again, but still, I'm saying the best stuff for later on this countdown, but I just like this movie because it's a very good, solid sequel to Frankenstein. And I've reviewed this furthermore in my very first Monster Mania Spectacular. So if you want more information about that, go find that. But there's not much else I can say. You got, I like the fact that you got Colin Clive reprising his role as Dr. Frankenstein, and then eventually it's like, okay, yeah, one mad scientist, now it's add another with Dr. Pretorius and Ernest Thesiger. Holy shit. He is, to me, I feel like he's he's on a different level than Dr. Frankenstein, and he just owns his shit in this movie. And and that one line that he always quotes, I take that to a T. I really love it. To a world of gods and monsters. I really like that quote. I will quote that anytime if that movie is on, or if around the Halloween time. I would say, hey, or we're at a party and like, hey, all right, people, happy Halloween, to a world of gods and monsters kind of thing. just some typical stuff, but hey, definitely well worth it. Go find it. I have it here. Check this out. Big 4-pack, Dracula, Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon. I have no idea why that, but hey, fun stuff. Definitely well worth watching. Coming at number 25, I don't have an actual physical copy of it. It's A Christmas Carol, but not just any Christmas Carol. It's the George C. Scott version, the one that came out like 84, 85, one of those. This was the first time that I got introduced to the Dickens classic. Okay, and I probably reviewed this or said this more times than ever. I just really liked how George C. Scott really took the character Scrooge and just ran with it, and the fact that he played more to the actual book instead of like more historical account. I think I'm trying to remember the whole deal, but I heard that he said, "Oh no, I'm not gonna film this entire movie in my nightgown. Here, why don't you just wear this and all that?" And it really works. And also, I love the fact that this movie went so far as that they left an actual prop from the movie in Scotland where they filmed it, and I'm like, wow, that's good. And I believe it's St. Andrews. I'm trying to remember the actual location, but it's still there. If you're people of Scotland, if you're still there, go find this. Go find the church. Go find the cemetery. It's still there. I'm pretty sure it still is. Go find it. Not much else I can say about the movie. It really follows the Dickens classic, even though it's 80s standards, but it still gets a pass. Everyone likes their version of the Christmas Carol, but everyone likes the Alistair Sim one. I kind of like that, but this one holds a soft spot for me. So enough said there. Coming in at number 24, 101 Dalmatians. So yeah, now I'm kind of diving into Disney more animation. This one is another one that hits home to me. Pretty much, believe it or not, growing up, I actually had a Dalmatian, and believe it or not, just watching this movie made me want to get a Dalmatian, and I just really liked it. Even though the idea of talking animals, but of course we expect it's a Disney movie. I just really liked it. Not much else I can say. The animation is just good for the time period. Everyone usually says, "Oh God, these timey animations, it doesn't look good." I'm like, so what? That's how it was. Now things are all digital. Things have completely changed. It's like the different. You can see, like how I say this. If you were to find the remasters of all these different Disney movies, and if you saw the VHS, look at the picture quality then look at it now. You can clearly tell they did some really tuning out and touching up and make it look nice and clean and presentable. This one definitely works for me because it's just one of my childhood memories, and I really enjoy it. And of course the iconic songs, Cruella de Vil, and all that. Yeah, and so, yeah, that definitely a Disney movie makes my list. I don't have an actual physical copy on me, but I have it on a VHS. Yes, and still in the clamshell. Yes, that's how old school I am with Disney movies. All right. Coming in at number 23, this little gem from 1987. It's called The Secret of My Success. I'm going to zoom in on the camera. It's that one right there. This is on a giant flashback set. It has a couple other ones. Most of them are Michael J. Fox ones, but I really liked The Secret of My Success because I remember watching this on TV, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's Marty McFly!" And then I realized, oh, this is the guy who plays him. I'm like, okay. Fun stuff. And this made me just fall in love with this movie. It just made me laugh and make me say, okay, so it's kind of show me a little peek into the world of business or that kind of stuff. And it really works. There's some funny quotable lines. There's the cast is good. Helen Slater. I feel like she was a really good foil to Michael J. Fox's character. Richard Jordan plays the uncle or essentially the boss in this movie because the whole character is that Michael J. Fox plays this guy named Brantley, and he's essentially he's trying to take a job in New York. His uncle is the CEO of this company, and he's trying to work his way up. Essentially, a lot of hilarity ensues when he tries to live a double life. It's really good. Also, speaking of double lives, Carol Ann Susie, Mrs. Wallowitz is in this movie. So, yeah, that was another reason why I fell in love with this. I was like, oh my God, that's, Mrs. Wallowitz. Like further down the line, who would have thunk that she's in this movie? And I realized, oh my God, she goes from this, now she's Howard's mother on Big Bang Theory. So, she's no longer with us, but it's still a good, memorable role, even though it's like a minor character, but she would still, when given it two looks and be like, oh my God, that's her. But hey, fun movie, really enjoyable. If you can find it, you would probably laugh your ass off with Michael J. Fox's good comedic timing and skill and presence. It's great. Let's see, coming in at number 22, it's yet another classic, Casablanca. Yeah. I'm just throwing everything to the wind here. Classics, everything. What can I say about Casablanca? It's like the quintessential classic that probably people have seen over and over again. That's another quotable movie. Also, a misquote. Okay, it's not play it again, Sam. It's play it, Sam. Okay, so there's that. So yeah, Bogart just owns his shit in this movie. Enough said about him. Ingrid Bergman, a great female foil to Rick Blaine, that Humphrey Bogart's character. Good stuff all around. I really love the whole saying. But of course, every time I watch it, I feel like, man, how else would be okay to check out Morocco or and Casablanca? I'm like, in a way, part of me says yes, but at the same time, I'd rather wait until the World Terror events have died down. Of course, who knows? Someday. But hey, that would be pretty cool. That way I can live out my Rick Blaine fantasies. Be like, all right, here I am in frickin' Morocco. Of all the gin joints in the towns in all the world, she had to walk into mine. Yeah, man, that's another quotable line that always is like really etched into my skull. I really love it. So yeah, it's a really timeless classic. If you've not seen this, seriously, people, get out, watch this movie. Good stuff. And then I'm gonna round out today with the number 21 spot with this one, Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. Holy hot damn. I love Batman. I grew up watching this show, a lot. Like, literally, it would be on, like, every day after school. I would watch that. I would also watch, like, Power Rangers and all that. But this one, I just really loved. But then, when I found out that there was a movie, I was like, oh, my God. I got to find it. And, of course, here it is. Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. I really like this stuff. It's just really good. Animation, once again, really great stuff. Kevin Conroy, in my opinion, very good Batman. If I rank every person has played Batman, even if it's in voice or artworks, I think he's right up there, right in between like Christian Bale and Michael Keaton. I don't know. Take your pick of your Batmans. Who you like? And of course, another reason is Mark Hamill as the Joker. Come on, that iconic role that he's always going to be synonymous with, and it's just absolutely incredible. And for those of you that have not seen this movie or never heard of the plot of this, essentially, how do I say this? A character. There's someone named the Phantasm who's kind of causing a little bit of havoc. He's kind of like stealing Batman's thunder. We're like, okay, who the hell is this? But then here comes interesting things. It kind of jumps between present and it's like a flashback, and it's probably figuring out what's this guy do with the main plot. Then comes the big twist. You'll find out. Go find it. And this is such a really good classic. And my hats off to Warner Brothers. Hats off to everyone for making this a good Batman animated movie. Is it on the same level as like Red Hood and the Dark Knight ones? I don't know. Okay, those were fine. They were good, but I like this one because this is a perfect thing in my childhood. So that is here for part one of my all-time favorite movies. Okay, stay tuned for more. Thumbs this video, and I'll see you then.